ill-gotten games. Hey everyone, this is Grandpa Growth from the General Zone. We're going to be bringing you an ill-gotten games segment today with something special. We're going to be doing the Holiday Cube. Dun dun dun! This is very exciting. And personally, I'm really stoked to play in this, just based on the recent changes that they've made to this iteration of the MTGO Cube. If you haven't heard about it, they've added the Power 9, so Black Lotus, Time Walk, Moxen, like just crazy cards, along with some other stuff like Mind Twist and Tolarian Academy. So the power level in the cube is just spiked dramatically, and it's giving everyone a chance to play with some of the most powerful cards in the game that they maybe have not had a chance to play with before. Like, I know I've never seen, held, or cast a Black Lotus, but that's, now one of the cards of the MTGO Cube, so you can really play with it in the environment and see just how crazy it is. So I'm really excited, and of the two options you have here, you can play a single elimination draft, which I think the payouts are like slightly higher, and a Swiss draft where you play you play 3 set rounds automatically, win or lose, and the payouts are based on how well you do. So I think we're going to be playing in a Swiss cube draft here, just so we can play like the maximum number of matches. I'm mostly doing this for fun anyway, so I don't really care about the payouts. I don't think the payouts are that great anyway, but I really want to see what the new cube environment looks like, and in order to find out the most about that, I'm going to try and play as many matches as I can today. So let's hop right into a cube, or queue rather, and I will see you when the draft starts. Alright everyone, it looks like the queue is about to fire here, and let's look at our first pack. Not really too exciting along this first row. I could consider taking Mox or land tax in this. Chandra, no. Thoughtseize is certainly powerful. Mana Vault, not really too excited about this. Let's talk about what I want to be doing here. I want to try and play with the new cards as much as possible, so we're definitely going to take the Mana Vault or the Mox Emerald. And of those two, I think the Mox Emerald is just the more powerful. I think the most versatile card to take here would be like Thoughtseize. Land Tax is kind of a build around me card, but I don't really like white in the MTGO Cube. I've played a bit before. Not too exciting. Thoughtseize is very good here, but I think, the two options are just gotta be the artifacts. So we're gonna go ahead and take Mox Emerald, which is pretty sweet. I don't know if you've ever played with a Mox, but I haven't, so we're about to do it. Ooh, apparently Signets are in here now. Jeez. Exploration? Oh, man. Yeah, okay, so I didn't look at the entire list of the cards that are in the cube now, so I don't know exactly what it is. So I just know like the big cards they promoted. But looking at this, I do like green decks in the cube. I do like the ramp decks. So I think we want to take this exploration. Get a little something going. Other cards like Ravage's War is very powerful. Other than that, I'm not really too excited. Like here, I'd be looking to take maybe a Vincer. It's just like a value card, or a Mirror Angel. I don't know. None of these cards really excite me. Like if you're playing red, you've got your choice of like goofy 4-drops. Not really exactly what you want, but they're pretty good. Dungeon Geist, nah. We're gonna go for the green ramp plan. I think that's it usually works out. What do we got? Ooh, perfect. I like this. I like this already. Okay, so we've got some good removal spells here. Ancient Tomb, which is just ridiculous. This card is just silly. A green 1-drop, which these cards are also very good in the cube. Like, they are very powerful. They're a lot more powerful than they would be in any other format, just because the power level of the cards in this cube is so crazy. So what you're ramping into is just better than everything else in Magic. Goofy cards. Acidic Slime, maybe we wheel this Acidic Slime. Like, I don't expect that we're going to wheel somebody, the red deck's gonna take this. So like, there's some decent things that we could wheel, like Acidic Slime, Golem. I don't think Ancient Tomb's gonna wheel. If I'm pretty sure we're gonna take Avacyn's Pilgrim here. I don't think that would wheel. Lotus Bloom. I don't know how good this card is in the cube. But yeah, I'd be happy. There's like several cards I'd be happy with coming back around from this pack. So got something to look forward there at least. And then there was this. Oh man, this is just not what I'm looking for at all. We could take a Tooth and Nail, but let's be honest, Tooth and Nail is not the huge green finisher you want. It costs 9 mana to get, you know, the Entwine effect, and then like you actually have to have something crazy to play with it. I actually don't think I'm going to take the Tooth and Nail here, even though it's like the card that would seem to go with the rest of these picks. So, writing that off, we can take Scavenging Ooze, which is just a great, you know, it's a 2-drop threat, gain us some life. Or we can stick to like the all-in ramp plan and take this Coalition Relic. I think I'm actually going to take this Scavenging Ooze here. Gives us something to do. What we got? Ooh. There's a lot of good blue cards in this pack, which just, it seems like blue may be open a little bit to our right, but I don't know if I'm really too excited about that. I think the runaway pick here is Mazevith. Like, that just seems, a lot of people value mana fixing like pretty highly, so you know, the fact that we've seen a lot of these dual lands like coming around, that's I guess a good sign. Perhaps the people to our right don't value them as highly, but I haven't really seen a reason to deviate here. Like, we've got some good green cards. Beast Within is pretty good as a removal spell because it can hit anything, but I mean, come on, it's Mazevith. If you've ever played with this card's insane. Alright, let's see what we've got. Pick six. Orin Viper? No, that is not the blue card that I wanted. But, thankfully, there's an ever-flowing chalice here. Ooh, and a burning? Whoa. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna snap off this burning here. And we're not even gonna... Yeah, people are gonna be playing some really nonsense cards out of this pack. Like, maybe there'll be a Reanimator deck. We saw the Sphinx of the Steel Wind. There's, you know, an Inkwell Leviathan here, and there's what? Recurring Nightmare in one of the previous packs. So yeah, someone's probably going to be playing this Reanimator deck, and that's fine. They can do that. We're going to take Burning and get filthy. Yeah, wildfire effects in this cube are just pretty ridiculous. I don't know if, oh wow. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard, but decks like this, like, they're pretty consistent, and there's plenty of people just playing like slow value, you know, decks. There's usually somebody play, you know, you've heard like mono red is good and mono black is terrible. There's usually someone trying out those archetypes, or like maybe some sort of combo deck with like, you know, the heartbeat deck. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of all that. I like to keep it simple. Careful Consideration, Memory Jar, very good cards. Again, there's some good fixing here, but Plowwinter is exactly what we want to be doing. Just like, we're going to get out ahead on mana and blow up all of their mana. And it's going to be filthy. What have we got? All is Dust? There are some cards here. It looks like we already want to be playing red, which I'm fine with. So the real question is here, like, what do we think we need? All's Dust is going to be good with artifact mana, which, you know, we're going to be picking up a bit of in this archetype. Rune Blaster is good, you know, just more land destruction. It sets them back on mana and gives you a threat. I don't really know what it is I want to take here, but we're going to go with All's Dust for now. It's just a big, it's a board sweeper, you know, it's a big reset button in case we get behind. Oh, wow. Okay, so maybe I'm an idiot or maybe I'm a genius, but Thoughtseize Wield, like, I don't understand a whole lot about Magic, I guess, but so now our colors are all over the place, which I'm totally fine with. I don't care. It's pack one. We know we're playing green, but out of the rest of this, we could be playing anything. If we open up a good white card, I guess, we did open up land tax, but oh well. And Crucible of the Worlds? Crucible of the Worlds? Do these people not? It's like, ah, the value. Okay. So what do we got here? We got, Sulphur Springs? I think, this is tough. This really is tough. I think we're going to take the Steam Vents here. Sulphur Springs obviously does fix for both of these cards, but I'd rather have something we could fetch, and Beast Within Wheeling is just sick. We will definitely be main decking that. Crappy 1-drop. It's fine. Ooh, and a blue-black land. So we've got a blue-red land and a blue-black land. So I'm pretty excited about this. Let's go to Cost Sort. Go to Cost Sort. Okay. We're definitely... Yeah, let's go hide this Kurt Ape. Yeah, I like where we are at after pack 1. Like, I'm very excited about this. We've already met the goal so far. We're going to get to play with a Box Emerald, which is sick. And we have some of my other favorite cards, Plow Under and Thoughtseize. They're just ridiculous. People, I don't know, like, do people not read Thoughtseize? Like, this card is crazy. It literally just 1-for-1s everything for 1 mana. Everything in the game. On the play, like, how much dream crushing can one person take? Like, the guy who opens up Black Lotus, what if we just Thoughtseize him? Jeez. I know I'm going a little bit off the deep end now, but okay, what have we got here? I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, we've got Fandorn Halves, which I think is going to be the pick. Just the 1-drop accelerants are just so good. Gruul Signet is very good, and I hope it wheels. That's the card I'm hoping will wheel the most out of this pack. Because, we need to fix this red, hopefully to play this burning. But I'm not too worried about that. Other than that, though, this pack is super weak. Like, Bounce Lands, which I did know they added, but not too exciting. Fireball, crappy. Crappy 1-drops. The worst version of Lingering Souls, which we already saw. Necromancy and Underground Sea. So, like, these cards will probably get taken pretty highly, I would think. Unless no one drafts Reanimator, which happens occasionally. Sulfuric Vortex, I think, will pulse, and Hellrider. Like, Hellrider's probably the best red 4-drop, and Sulfuric Vortex is just the linchpin in the red deck strategy. So there's a lot of good cards here. Fauna Shaman, too. Like, I could see Fauna Shaman going before Gruul Signet. So hopefully out of the green drafters... Oh, wow. This is just too much. Oh, jeez. There's a Catastrophe, which can be like an Armageddon. There's Rakdos Signet, which again fixes red and black, which is sweet. A bunch of garbage, like just some really silly cards. And then there's a Sylvan Library, which is very strong. But there's also Mox Ruby. And as I said before, my goal going into this draft is just to get to play with these new crazy cards. So I'm going to take Mox Ruby, even though it's probably not as good as Sylvan. Like, knowing that we're already playing green, I think Sylvan would be better in this deck. And Arbor Elf too, and Birds, and Gaia's Cradle. Oh, wow. This is a pack. Who opened this? Like, what did they take out of this? Oh, man. I literally, like, I'm at a loss. I'm at the point where, like, we've got 2 1-drops and a 2-drop. We're a little light on creatures, and we don't really need that much more acceleration. I'd prefer it really to be, like, artifact mana at this point, and, like, we still need a huge fatty to end the game with, but, like, we have just enough little ramper dudes where Gaia's Cradle is starting to get value, but, like, you need these cards in order for the Cradle to be good. I'm going to take Birds of Paradise here, simply because I have a feeling that people undervalue Gaia's Cradle, and I think it has a better chance of coming back than the 1-drops. That's... I get, you can call me insane, but that's what I think is going to happen. And then there was this. And it was. Yeah, this pack is, like, strictly for us. Obviously, there's some red cards like Chain Lightning. That's fine. I don't know what you do with Enlightened Tutor in this cube. Get land tax, maybe? I don't know. Is that even good? Full Rare Stronghold? Like, ugh. Yeah, okay. The cards in this pack are green. Even this one, which I'm probably going to take Thran Dynamo here because it's just insane. We will get, like, hopefully we'll open up more fatties. And, you know, we're going to start taking them here pretty soon, hopefully. But Artifact Mana is just so good with burning. It's just so good. Eternal Witness, Mind Stone, yeah, I would love to have any of these cards back. I really hope that people aren't playing green, so I get one of them. But Thran Dynamo is just insane. Survival of the Fittest? Heartbeat is... What is this? What is going on here? Oh my gosh. Okay, so right off the bat, we're not interested in Fire Blast. We're not interested in Fireman Angel. Turnabout, we can't really use. I think Hymn to Tarok or Hypnotic Spectre are like stretching our mana base like a little too much. I don't know if I want to really be doing that. We've got on color artifact mana for red and green, so I think we should try to stay to red and green. Strangergeist is fine. It's obviously not as good as Survival of the Fittest. Like, so the real choice here, like Primal Command and Strangergeist, not nearly as good or as Heartbeat or Survival. I don't think we have the best survival deck, but I don't think we need Heartbeat, you know. We're going to be the deck with the huge expensive spells, but we've already got a ton of ramp. I think being able to find our fatty is just really going to help us. And still no crazy artifacts. Or like, I mean, not artifacts. Still no crazy game enders. Mana Leak, no. Growth Chamber, no. Like, I don't get these. Do people not know that like Wasteland and Strip Mine are in this cube? You will play this and you will lose. If they have those cards, they will just blow you out of the water. The black cards are very good here. The two Planeswalkers I actually like a lot. Tameo is just ridiculously powerful. That being said, we're pretty much mono green, so I'm going to take Birthing Pod. Awakening Zone, Scroll Rack. Ugh, why can we never... We're going to lose so hard to this Pyroclasm. I'm going to take this Avalanche Riders. Kind of fits with the land destruction thing. I don't think we really need an Awakening Zone. Yeah, it ramps, and it survives a burning, but we got plenty of ramp. We just need a huge fatty. Like, turn 3 or turn 4 Avalanche Riders is pretty good still. Even though, you know, the cube has upticked in power level, like, dramatically. I'm pretty sure limiting other people's mana sources is still like a legitimate strategy. If they never get to cast their cards, you know, their cards aren't that good. Nether Void? Ugh. Oh my gosh. This is insane. This pack, oh my gosh. And there's still a Blightsteel Colossus? Like, Blightsteel Colossus is really crazy, but 12 mana? It's not as good as the Eldrazi, I don't think. So if we're getting like that deep, and plus, like, we would need a way to cheat it into play, I think. Oh man, I'm gonna take this Bonfire. Like, the Tolarian Academy and the Nether Void are very good, but that's like just not the deck that we're in, really. Ooh, this is exciting. So the Hellrider didn't get taken, but the Koth in the last pack did, so it makes me think that no one's really playing like mono red aggro, because Hellrider is just way better than Koth in those decks. So whoever's playing red other than us is probably just like in some sort of like 2-color value deck, kind of like we are. But that's fine. I don't think we really want a Hellrider. We can't make use of it too well. What do we got here? Ooh, I think we're gonna take this. Do we want to take this to Catastrophe? I think we want to take this Catastrophe. Or do we just want to go like straight Chund? The choice here is Rakdos Signet or Catastrophe. I'm going to hedge a little bit and take the Catastrophe, just because we've got a lot of ramp already. And having another like Armageddon effect is... The 2 is the number that you really want. Yeah. Boom. Oh my god, no one took Arbor Elf either? Yeah, I guess people just don't agree with me. Once again, I could be wrong, or everyone else could be wrong. Who are we in the cube with? Like, let's make sure we get this Kaya's Cradle. Secluded Glen? No, never. Biggest Loser? No, never heard of any of these people, so could be. Could be. And Witness came back? It's all coming up, Grandpa, right now. Strangler guys? Well, we've got our choice. I think we just need another creature. We need to try and fill in our spots on the curve to make this birthing pod good. Aristocrat. Yeah, why not? Whatever. It's a guy. It can, in fact, in the game. And Silent Spectre? Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Go ahead and hide this garbage. Pretty excited we got Bonfire. Like, that card can be... If you played Standard recently, like, you know that card is good. We've literally seen every one drop. That's it. That's all of them. Except Soul Ring, I guess. So what do we want? I'm not particularly excited about any of these cards, except Show and Tell. Show and Tell's insane. Show and Tell helps us cheat in the things that like we want to already be playing. I think Show and Tell just has to be the pick here. Like, obviously we don't really have blue, but there's still time to pick up something that, that fixes colors so that we'll be able to play it. We've already got the Underground River and the Steam Vents. So like any fetch land would fix it. Or we could get something like Cultivate or Kodama's Reach. The other cards, like Mox Diamond, Elves, Llanowar Elves, if the Arbor Elf wheeled out a last pack and the Guy's Cradle, one of these cards will come back. Or like maybe Alston's Dawn. Like Alston's Dawn, probably not that great in our deck, but it's possible we could play it. The creatures, I'm not too excited about, and we don't need another board sweeper. Like, we've already got 3. No thanks. What have we got here? Ooh, Swag Tusk. No. Control Magic is just ridiculous. Treachery is also just ridiculous. Like, we really want this fetch land. We really want this Swag Tusk. Or, like, Genesis would be sweet. Like, Birthing Pod Genesis combo. Not too excited about anything else. The Abyss? Like, why would they even put the Abyss in here? Is the Abyss even good? Do you want to know what the Abyss is? Grave Titan. You just attack. Like, play something huge and attack. We're going to start taking Treachery. We're back to the point where blue is open, to our right, and... What? Oh, I'm going to vomit. Like... What? They put a mana drain in here? This card is crazy. I'm so excited. Like, you can hear it in my voice. This is insane. There's also Time Twister. Jeez. Yeah. Well, we may not win a single match, but I will get to play with the craziest cards of all time. Snapping Mana Drain. Ooh, finally. Woodfall Primus. Boom. This is exactly what we needed. We could even use more of them. None of those, like, other terrible cards, like, I'm even considering. We're all in now, pretty much. Like, this is getting pretty late in Pack 3. We need fatties. We need ways to end the game. We have to ramp into something. Natural Order? Oh, man. Oh, man. We're so dead to this Ancient Grudge. Necropotence, believe it or not, actually not that good in this cube. You can only play it pretty much if you're mono black. And... Or I guess you got Black Lotus, jeez. But by that time, like, so many of their cards, like, cost life, and by the time you really get rolling with Necropotence, you're probably dead. None of this other stuff really excites me. Like, it's just gotta be Natural Order. You could take this Brushland, it helps fix Catastrophe. Natural Order, wonderful. I'm pretty sure Natural Order is gonna be the pick here. We still got a couple more packs to see new cards. So we're just hoping that there's a giant green fatty. Or really like a fatty of any color. I think we're at that point. Frost Titan, Rude Awakening? Rude Awakening is not what I would call a combo with Burning of Xingwei. Xingye? I don't know. Let's be honest. I don't know. Frost Titan is very good. Regrowth is very good. Ooh, I like the arts that they've used on these signets. They seem pretty cute. Blade Splicer, no. Bolt, no. Yeah, Rude Awakening is a huge finisher, but it's not one I think we can really take advantage of. We're kind of, into blue now. I'm just gonna take that. Arid Mesa, yes, that is. Yep. Pretty sure we gotta take this Arid Mesa. Fixes our steam vents. Pretty crucial at this point. Ooh, Terastodon, yes. Oh, baby. Oh, man. The final pack we're going to see, and we get Terastodon. Okay, so, now we have a deck. Now we legitimately have a deck. Land Rolls came back. Do I even care? I think I do. Our Gaia's Cradle is just insane. Have you seen this? Do you know what this means? Do you have any idea what this means? Let's see what came back. Genesis came back. Okay. That's fine. We don't have a 5-drop creature yet, so that is something. And it's something that's very good with Birthing Pod. So if we get the Birthing Pod plan going, we can just... Wait, does this get any... We're definitely taking the Genesis. But I can't remember if Birthing Pod only gets green creatures, or if it gets any creature that costs 1 more. I'm pretty sure it gets any creature that costs 1 more. That's why those Birthing Pod decks are a million colors. Okay, yeah. We're going to take the Shivon Reef here. We want to? We want this here to Voxer Ridge. No, we got plenty of creatures. I think I'm a big fan of just having a solid mana base. I hate getting mana screwed. And Birthing Pod is really kind of secondary plan. We're trying to ramp in fatties. Let's be honest. Look at this deck. Look at what this deck does. Ramp, fatties. Done. It's enough explanation. Although, we can pretty much rule out that Dave Judgment, balance. Oh my god, balance. Oh, balance! How filthy you are. We get destroyed by balance. In case you you don't know what balance does, it pretty much just says it wrecks our day. Don't think we could ever beat that card. We're gonna have 100 creatures in play and a ton of lands. And whatever control deck wants to play it, they can discard 2 cards or whatever. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. I'm pretty satisfied with our deck. I don't know how crazy the power level has gotten. Fix our white. I really don't like the pain lands, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably not gonna start all these ridiculous pain lands, but ooh, Etch Oracle. I have no idea if that card is good. But about the pain lands, I mean, I'd rather have access to it. It's not costing me anything in a pick like that. So, but yeah, the pain lands, they end up doing quite a bit of damage to you over the course of the game. And if you got 2 pain lands that each deal 2 or 3, it's really hard to race, and you can get behind aggressive decks very quickly. Alright, so let us create this monster. Do we want this exploration? We will find out. We want all these crazy 1-drops. Scavenging Ooze, I think we do want. We'll see about Stranger, guys. We're probably going to end up playing a lot of these cards. Birthing Pod, I don't think we can really... We'll see. I think this Genesis is making it. All these huge things are making it. The question is, can we... I don't think we want to play the black. Not even for Thoughtseize, one of my favorite cards. Because we don't really have a way to get it reliably. Makes me wish that Elves of Deep Shadow would have wheeled. Alright, so no black. Like I said, we'll see about the do we want this Pristine Talisman? I'm pretty sure we want this. I don't know if we want Pristine Talisman. Although we probably do. But we're obviously going to have to make some cuts here. But that's fine. Avalanche Raiders, I don't think is making it. These blue cards are totally making it. I'm a little weary of the show and tell because, like, the things we want to show and tell a player are pretty good, but we don't have anything like Eldrazi. So I think the show and tell maybe on sideboard duty. Yeah. The question is, can we squeeze this catastrophe in play? Can we make the mana work? Let's go ahead and get pause by converted mana cost. We have 0 drops. Get some. I'm actually going to put these in a pile right here. Rule Signet. Survival, mana drain. Yeah, I think if we can just... It's possible we also can't play this mana drain. Alright, get down there. Get down there. Get down there. We really... I know it says we have a bunch of creatures, but we really don't have that many creatures. Although, let's be honest, Treachery counts as a creature. Treachery might as well be 2 creatures, because it's their best creature for free. Alright, yeah. This birthing pod. You see the holes? There's no way this birthing pod works. So, this is 26. That's 14 land, but we've also got Mox Ruby, Mox Emeralds. That's like 16 land, basically. Although one of them is going to be Maze of Ith. Guys, Cradle. We're playing the Steam Vents. We're playing this Arid Mesa. I think we're playing the Brushland as well. Yeah, we're going to be playing so few land. I don't like exploration in this deck. I don't think we're playing the white, so we don't need the Brushland. Historical, what does this really do? We can't even put 4 counters on it. Not playing any of this junk. Nope. So I think we've definitely got the we've got the build we want here. The only question is, do I want to take out Mana Drain for an extra land? And the thoughts I'm having here are like, Mana Drain, if we can ever get the mana to cast it, like, we counter the thing and we just immediately drop a fatty next turn and probably win. But I don't think we're going to have enough blue sources really for this to reliably work in the early turns, so I'm not going to bother with it. And I think that's going to be the deck. So let's add land. Let's see what ridiculous recommendations it... Ooh. They let you play with full art unhinged lands? That is sexy. Let's see what the ridiculous suggestions are. 4 red sources for... Well, we've also got Rule Signet, Mox, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8. I'm a little confused here as to what we want, because we definitely want, I think, 9 or 10 green sources. I wish this Arid Mesa could fetch a green land. That would just really, like, that would make this whole build just, like, so simple. The question is, do we really need a mountain? And I think the answer to that question is no. The only problem with that is that if we draw Steam Vents before Arid Mesa is not a land. really. So that makes me want to keep that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 blue sources for 2 double blue cards. Don't know if I like that. Let's put it in like that. And let's think about, what can we cut here? We can cut Pristine Talisman, I think. Yeah, we don't really need extra manas. We need colored mana. We got plenty of colorless mana. And plenty of green mana. Alright, I think this is what we're going to use. So, if I made any horrible picks drafting, or any horrible mistakes during this build, I'm sure you guys will point it out. But for now, I think this is what we're going to run. And I look forward to playing round 1. So I will see you then.